Welcome everyone to the new moon in Scorpio, and this is really going to be Feng Shui energy shifts for the rest of the year because this is the last new moon full cycle from the beginning of the new moon to the end of the new moon that we have of 2025, which seems so inconceivable. This year has been so wild, so long and so short all at the same time, and we still have so much time to take advantage of what is the most profound transformational year. So this year, astrologically, so many things happen that have never happened before in our lifetime. I'm sure you've heard that if you've listened to astrologers talking, they'll say, we've never experienced this before, and this is the first time we've ever experienced a lot of these big energy shifts. And we just got a preview in 2025 and 2026. They're going to become long-standing with us the whole time. Not only that, but it is the number 9 year in numerology that we are completing. And in the number 9 year, we are meant to reach the end. We're ready to just break out of the old ways. We're ready to move forward in new ways. We're ready to get rid of old ways of operating. And it's the year of the snake. And the year of the snake is truly the year of letting go of everything, of decluttering, shedding your skin. It's an identity shift. And if you haven't felt that this year yet, you still have time to get this energy going and to take full advantage of it as we start a brand new cycle in 2026. So the Scorpio New Moon, which is Wednesday, Thursday, depending on when you're listening to this and where you are, let's just say it's tomorrow, but this energy and this cycle, let's consider this all the way through to the end of the year, is going to be so helpful to take full advantage of every single moment. Now, quick favor from all of you guys, especially on YouTube. I don't know what's happening to the YouTube algorithm, but I'm going to do a channel update soon because people are not seeing my videos at all. So if you do see this and you happen to be watching, can you please hit the like button? I never really remember to even say this. Can you please hit the like button, drop an emoji or something below? Anything to get the algorithm to start reacting to videos again. I don't know what's going on. It comes, it goes, but I'm a big believer if I just keep creating, you'll all see the videos again. So hopefully you see this one because it's so important. And there are big ones coming for 2026. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. The Feng Shui is going to be outrageous in 2026. I cannot wait. So this time is really about creating freedom. As I said, it's all these endings of things that have dragged you down, these endings of ways of being, these endings of even references that you have in your mind, the way you think about yourself. Like, I'm not that kind of person. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. Maybe you don't think of yourself as wild and crazy, but maybe you have a wild, spontaneous side that you haven't explored, and you need that to get to the next level. So a little exercise you can do right now is to think, okay, where would I ideally like to be in 2026? Like, what would I love to be doing? What would I love to be feeling about myself? And is there any assumption that I've made about myself? Like, I'm not social, or I'm not good with groups, or all sorts of other things you might have told yourself. I'm not a business person. Things that you might tell yourself and you might believe about yourself right now that you can shift. And that's going to be one big energy shift headed into the new year. Really understanding where you have decided, I'm just not that way, or this is not who I am. You want to get rid of all the stuff that's left around you that's not aligned. Now, you might not do all of this by the end of the year. It might be January, February, you're still letting things go. It might be March, April, you're still letting things go. But start right now. Don't waste a moment. Let go of all the things that don't align with that you are becoming, with that next level of everything that you want. And even just the stuff that drags you down. So if you've got clutter, junk, things you don't want to see all around you, oh my gosh, it's so disruptive. And so it's time to let go of everything. Start with the stuff that's immediately visible, the stuff on your counters, the stuff that is on your desk. I'm looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that don't need to be on my desk right now. This is where you start to get clarity. This is where you start to get deep focus. Scorpio wants you to be your most passionate self. Scorpio energy wants you to have this deep, pure, honest, emotional, fresh start. And it's very, very hard to do that when you are stuck in the past or you're looking at all of these things that remind you of someone you used to be. You may have outgrown your decor. You may have outgrown your sofa. You may have outgrown your address. You may have outgrown where you are, the state you live in. What is not aligned? It is time to decide that even if it takes some time, you're going to let all of this stuff go. Now, a big thing moving into the new year is that Scorpio is a huge, passionate water sign. Even though it feels like fire, it is a water sign and it wants to flow. If you have any kind of flow blocked in your life, creative flow, energy flow, a physical flow, like you feel stuck somewhere, maybe you have like a frozen shoulder or something stuck feeling in your body. Maybe you have a money flow that's not happening, that feels stuck. Maybe you have a love flow that feels stuck where you're just out of tune with your relationships. How can you get the flow going? And I would do this across all dynamics in your life. First, in your home. If you have too much furniture in a room, if it feels stuck, if it feels blocked, again, let some stuff go. Just be basic about it. You don't need to know everything about Feng Shui to do this right now. Just be basic about it and let some stuff go. Next, go through, take a look at what you are doing in your day and notice, are there some things that are just totally out of alignment that make you feel bad? And you're just going to let those things go. That's going to open up some more flow. Think about your physical body, how you can move with more flow. Maybe get massages, do Pilates, do yoga, do stretching. Get more of a physical flow going. Very, very important. Spiritually, energetically, how can you flow more? Maybe you do more guided meditations, sound healing, sound baths, listen to more flowing music that elevates your consciousness. Maybe you do a spiritual practice where you go and you pray or you attend services that bring you a charge, a super flow of spiritual energy. And this you can do across the boards in all aspects of your life. If you need more, say, money, and you're doing all the things to make money and it's not happening, by going and doing other things like stretching and getting some spiritual flow and getting some other energy flows going, even taking more baths, taking more showers, being in the flow of water, that can help. Flow is a universal thing. Where it's showing up stuck in your life, it just happens to be where it's showing up. But flow is flow. And in Feng Shui philosophy, especially in the way that we work here, that's very unique. You want super flow everywhere. You want everything to be on. And the big word for 2026 is momentum. Momentum is the word of 2026. My friend told that to me yesterday. I was like, yes, it is. I've been thinking this. I've been feeling this. You can start building momentum now so that when 2026 starts, you are already in this big, huge flow. Now, another thing you can do at your home is wash everything that hasn't been washed. I have a giant bedroom full of laundry and things that need to be folded and put away because I've been washing things like crazy. You could do this all week. You can do this for the next 2 weeks. Wash your curtains, wash shampoo carpets, wash things that don't get washed often. This is a time, again, to harness the purifying power of water to open up the space and get energy flowing. The last video I made on the channel before this is a bunch of major, amazing, really helpful Feng Shui sleep tips. And I highly recommend watching this video if you are ready to really get into this flow, this dynamic, and to have the energy to make big breakthroughs Even if you are sleeping enough, you might need to sleep more. I just surrendered to the idea that I needed to just sleep and sleep and sleep. And I think I've been sleeping 10 hours a day. Let me tell you, I could sleep 11 or 12 right now. It's almost like my body is catching up. 7 hours a day for a year is not enough for me. Apparently, I need 8 or 8.5. And so now it just feels like so much energy is coming back, so much sparkle. Those sleep tips can help a lot. Also, think about ways that you can rest in your life, like so that you're not working at a level 10. Your nervous system has a lot to do with how much you attract into your life. If you are already feeling filled up, like you're busy, you're at level 10 of busy, how are you going to bring more abundance into your life? So if you're all strung out and really busy and really on edge, it's very hard to attract more things in simply because you don't have room for them. And physically, your body's going to want to reject that. It's just too much. So the more you can calm down throughout the day, the better. And this is going to help you again to get more into this huge super flow, which is going to make amazing things happen. So every new moon, you set goals. This new moon, set a few priorities. What are your big priorities for the rest of the year? If you only do one thing and you complete it brilliantly by the end of the year, what is that going to be? What are your top priorities right now? And what would you just be so proud of finishing? I have 4. I should have only like 1 or 2, but throw everything you've got behind these top priorities and see how far you can get. Don't beat yourself up if you don't finish everything. But again, we want to be in momentum. When you give 100% of you to everything you do and let that be the standard for everything, you can never regret a single thing that you do. You really can't. If you're showing up with the best you've got in every moment, and I don't mean stressing yourself out, but I mean really being present, bringing your gifts, talents, skills, abilities, being willing to really pour everything you have into the things that matter the most to you, you live with no regrets and you will probably experience the greatest success of your life. So instead of writing a giant wish list, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 priorities for the end of the year, write them out and decide you're going to pour your whole heart and soul into these things and make them happen in the most brilliant ways. Feng Shui School is starting right now. If you want to learn to design homes that make dreams come true, starting with your own, this season exclusively, we are doing a decluttering certification that is a gift to all of you. It's going to be a separate program before the end of the year. And so if you want to learn to do all of this and do it in a very unique way that is limitless and wildly creative and extremely fun, that works like magic, even though it's very practical. Sign up now. There's details below to learn more and join us. And if you're not following along, as I said, if you can like, subscribe, all of those things to the channel, it would be so helpful. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. If you're not following along with the Feng Shui moon notes, I send out new moon, full moon Feng Shui every single month, and it is totally free, and those are linked below as well in the description box, so you can grab those if you're interested. And I'm just wishing you the best time. This is an extraordinary season, and what we're headed into is like nothing we've ever experienced before. The year of the horse, the #1 universal year. All things are going to be so different. I can't wait to make the 2026 videos to publish them all for you in the month ahead. So stay tuned. I love you. Have a great new moon. Mwah. Bye, everyone.